what was really happening here? And when I thought about it, I thought, well, if we are focused on these types of development outcomes, which are mainly related to foreign exchange reserves, so when you think
And
about it,
earning foreign exchange. Mhm.
exactly. So if your main focus is earning foreign exchange, but why are you doing that? Because you want to consume everything that the globe has to offer, rather than focusing on what your own country can produce.
Mhm.
And so if you are importing, and let me just summarize where I see the real issue. If you are consuming, and 70% of what you consume is consists of imports, then you are not really producing much at home. And when you don't produce much at home, you don't create meaningful employment for your people.
Yeah.
And what does that mean? It then translates into there's really not much incentive to provide good education for everyone, because if you do that, there aren't really good jobs. So I was looking at that as a sort of a supply and demand sort of issue. If you don't have good jobs for everyone, well, why do you need to educate everyone well? Why do you need to provide
Yeah.
good health care for everyone? And so I saw this as serious feedback loops and a real challenge with the current development model that we have followed over the last 30 years. And so I decided to write this paper to say, you know what, we need a fundamental shift.
Absolutely.
If we want to change the outcomes, then it cannot be that we're simply trying to tinker within a current economic model. There needs to be a real massive change, and it has to be the economic model that needs to change rather than trying to tinker and to try to improve competitiveness. And it just hasn't worked for us. And so that's why I wrote this paper, because I just think the outcomes have not been good for the majority of our people.
Yeah.
Some people have of course done well, but the majority of our people have not done well.